When I was a kid, I used to have these crazy wild dreams about being in this group of women, and we all had different colors. And there's like 5 or 6 of us, seven, something like that. We're in an all girls group, and we created music and sang, and it was a stupid, weird, childlike fantasy I had, I guess. But I was always blue, and I was always in the lead. I was always, yeah, like lead singer, whatever you want to call it. And I was blue. Well, I got to realizing lately I've taken a lot of people and things out of my equation. And it's a sad thing in a way. But I did it so that I could remove every other energy so that I can remember what my own feels like. And the word that just came to me when I was laying here thinking about myself was, I'm blue. And then I remembered my childlike fantasies about being blue in the all girls thing. And that's the word I can use to describe my energy. It's it's blue. It's a lot of different rustic feelings mixed in once I start putting in other things to the equation, but at the base of it is blue. And I started thinking about this because, blue is only one of 3 primary colors. There's only 3 primary colors. The primary colors are the top of the food chain. And there's only 3: blue, yellow, and red. Blue, yellow, red. That's all. And I'm blue. And then I started mixing this in with other things, right? Blue's Clues. Blue was the dog, the talking dog, and Steve was his friend owner. Steve always reminded me of my uncle in a lot of ways. And it's almost like people have tried to make a joke out of ancient customs or things they don't actually know anything about. But the dog is actually death. It's not an animal or a creature to be trained. Not necessarily. It's not an animal that's a dog is loyal for sure, but it's also its own beast, and its loyalty comes from its ability to feel and feed. Anubis was the god of death. Blue. Anubis. Anu. Anu. Anubis. Anubis. A new bitch. But I'm not a new bitch. I'm an old bitch, but I'm a new bitch. I just thought that was strange. I've had a couple people tell me before, like, called me a dog or whatever, and as an insult, as a way to bully me, like as a way to make me feel inferior over them. But as it would turn out, I'm their superior. And in death, In death, we all have to go through a sort of meeting, or I don't want to say the word initiation, that just sounds weird, but in death, the first person you meet is Anubis. And how you treat Anubis depends on where he may escort you. And if Anubis knows you disrespected the image of a dog, or hurt a dog, or anything like that, well, I'm sure he'll get to have his fun with you. And if Anubis feels betrayed, or slighted, or mocked, or bullied, or his image defaced in any sort of way, you may hurt him enough that he may just make you into his dog. But I highly doubt a godlike figure would do that, especially knowing what gods know about the nature of being such a thing. In death, one must always remain neutral. And one must always forgive. These are concepts that regular dead people don't understand, or people who haven't been given any sort of authority or understanding or wisdom. And it's not their fault. They're just going through the motions of living, dying, cycling out. And so they can stumble upon someone and have no idea that that person is a very important person, and not in a sense of being superior or ego, in a sense of being a very important part or component of the structural of our earth, our planet, our life cycle, anything scientific even. You know, you wouldn't have this matter, this thing, this solid, evidentiary object that I'm holding, if it weren't for the atoms and the particles making that up, right? So, blue, yellow, and red. Remember these colors. And when you see blue, I hope you'll always feel my energy, which can seem lonely, tragic, sad, depressed. But know that in this energy, in this one, if you pick this one, there's something inside of this that's very special. And there's a reason that blue feels sad, lost, depressed, tragic, sometimes scary, fearful, haunted. Blue feels haunted. There's a reason for this. Just like I made myself uglier than I actually originally was supposed to be. Because sometimes, if you got a lot going on and you know you've got a lot, you want to try to deter people from it. Because there's always people who are younger who think they know everything. And they assume you to be a fool.